I may have ventured a little bit further than anticipated. I was going to come back for the first round of the Cup, and it was against the team I'd never even heard of. So I didn't do that. And then the league game shortly before that, we were in a pretty torrid spell. So I cracked on. We're back for our second round of the Cup and a league game with that. But we may have a pretty big decision to make between those two games. Welcome back. Episode 8, Club 3, the wonderful Doleboy. We have Familicao again, the team that knocked us out of the Allianz Cup. We've got them now in the placard. We've played 8 games in the league, and we had a little bit of a torrid spell, as I said. We'd lost 4 games out of our first 5, if I remember rightly. It wasn't good. Doesn't even start to cover how bad it was. I thought I'd be clever and try a new formation. Wasn't a good idea. We have, as I said, Familicao, Nacional, but maybe a decision to make in between those. We'll see what happens from what I've recently been attempting. But before we jump into the episode properly, though, if you are enjoying what I'm bringing to you and our steps and our adventure going forward, then please do me the favour of liking, subscribing, showing your support on the channel. It'd be greatly appreciated. We'll go through our fixtures. Yeah, you can see it. It's not good. It's not good at all. First game of the season, we played Amora. We beat them 1-0. We then lost 3-1 from our 4-3-3 formation against Olhanense. It's one of the better teams in the division. We beat these guys 1-0. Then I thought, I'm going to try and do a 4-2-4. Didn't work. Lost 3 games on the bounce. Well, 2 games on the bounce. And then we went back to our old formation and lost against the best team in the division. The team that just completely walked away with the title last year. And then I'd already swapped back at that point. But we're back for the game against Pontasolense. Pretty small team by the looks of how many fans they had. And we beat them 1-0. Then we beat Felgueiras 2-0. And we've just played Porto B and we had a 1-1 with a 91st minute equaliser. So it's not convincing, but it's better than what it was. We have, as I say, Familicao. So we're going to play that now. And then, as I say, if that option comes up, then we'll have the discussion through it. And if it doesn't, I'll tell you about it at the start of the next game. We've had a little bit of shuffle around with the tactic. So it still kind of is our 4-3-3, but I wanted it to be slightly more aggressive. The back five's the same, with Ferreira, Rodriguez, Aguiaqua, Rego, and Allo. I have pushed the holding mid up in towards a flat 3 midfield, now with the central one being a playmaker on defend. Got 2 Mazzalas on the outside who are going to kind of run wide, and then both of our wingers are getting further forward, roaming from position and sitting narrower. So ideally, I'd have them as 3 strikers, but I've only got, realistically 2 strikers at the club that are decent, so I really can't afford to do that. I have brought in the only player since you last saw us, with Marcos Rogério, who is an 18-year-old from Braga on loan. We're not paying a penny for him. His ticket price is 10.5 million to 13 million. That's pretty disgusting. He's been okay. He scored 1 goal from 3, but he's only had an XG of kind of a third. So he's doing all right in that regards, but by the looks of it, he's not having much chance to score at the moment. So hopefully this formation will help him out. Half an hour in, the team in the division above us haven't even had a shot yet, apart from that one that happened as I was saying it. We're doing all right to keep them quiet, but as usually is our problem, we're not really keeping them busy. I don't know why it started on that camera angle. I've got to tell you. Ferreira, Castro feeds the ball out to Rodriguez on the right wing. He doesn't have anyone in the box, which is probably the issue of us playing a deep line forward, but we have managed to get a penalty. Who can take it for us? Antunes, probably makes sense to give it to him. He just calmly slots it, bottom right hand corner. Happy days. Now what we want to do, now we've taken the lead, is Castro not to get sent off. And then not to give away a penalty. I'm going to praise them. We've just gone past the 60 minutes. We'll see if there's any substitutions we can make, because everybody looks exhausted, which probably isn't ideal with the intensity being so high. So we've brought on Rio to cover for Rego, who's got a potential lower leg injury, so he's not the fittest, shall we say. And then at right back, we've took off Rodriguez, who's currently on a booking, playing pretty well, but I don't want to risk him being sent off. We've dropped Ferreira back from right wing to cover the right back position, and we've brought Silva on, who's a left-footed right winger. Pretty much what we want. Silva now has the ball, nods it forward towards Rogerio, who's got a hell of a lot of work, as he's got nobody forward. A really poor short pass. Veton Berisha's through on goal, and he's kicked it wide. That's unfortunate for them. I've just praised them because we're winning against a team in the division above. No response. If anything, they just were not happy. I couldn't understand why, but it's fine. We'll click off those. We'll slow the pace down. We'll go to playmaker. Out of possession, we'll drop our lines slightly, and we've started wasting time because you've got to, ain't you? It's part of the fun. We have 4 minutes of the game left. It looks like it's going to tick down, and it looks like we're going to beat them. Retribution. That's what we're here for. We did roughly nothing in that second half. But we didn't need to. It's all good. I've applied for another job. I just have. I love it. Absolutely love it. Our wage budget, just as a comparison, just run them side by side. Wage budget currently we're sitting on is 18 grand. Santa Clara, I've got 95 grand. That's 5 times more, give or take. It's just over 5 times. And then transfer budget, 130k. Ours is 0, don't even need to look. Wage they've offered me is 3.3k, but I can see what I can do, get that up a little bit. All of that, happy days. The team themselves, these are the ones with the like kind of counterfeit Benfica badge. So I'd have to do some research and find out why their badge is that if I'm going to be with them. Stadium is only 10k, whereas ours is 23. But we usually bring in about 1,200 people, so that doesn't really matter. They are picking up about 3.5. And apart from when they played Vitoria, when 21,000 people went to watch for some reason. Is that a rivalry? Nah. No reason, really. Just 21k people just turned up. Makes sense. They're not having the best time. They've picked up 2 wins all season, 2 draws, and a lot of little red dots potting around about. To say the least, I'm conflicted. I don't know exactly what it is that I'm planning to do. There is a job going. If I click on this, it's going to take about 6 minutes to load up. Okay, apparently I can't look here. Bear with me a second. There is a job with Vitesse that I applied for as well, because I want to go to Holland. But I don't know what the likelihood of that is, to be quite honest. So I can either delay it for a few weeks, see if we get something from that Vitesse movement, or I can join Santa Clara. I think I'm going to call the episode here, though, because I'd like to see what you think. Pop in the comments what you think. Should we hold off, try and go over to Vitesse? Should we pick up the Santa Clara job? I'd like to know your input. But yeah, I think going to Santa Clara wouldn't be a bad move. But it's just going to be the matter of just scooting team again and just being in the same country still. I don't know. I don't know if it's good or bad. Let me know what you think. But they want us to play entertaining football, sign Brazilian players, develop players using the club's youth system, sign players under the age of 23, don't sign players over 30. Basically what I do mostly, except for sign Brazilians specifically. So I'm sure I'll have to find 1 or 2 to pick up. What does this say? Does it ensure a good percentage of players signed are Brazilian? I don't know what their class is a good percentage. Work within wage budget, sell players, sign players to sell for a profit. Just me. 1 year contract for 34-year-olds, 2 years for 32-year-olds. That's cool. I can roll with that. They want us to avoid relegation and get to the 5th round of the Cup. Again, that's cool. Promises I made during the interview were acceptable dressing room atmosphere and to keep the director of football in place. It's fine. But yeah, I'm going to leave that there. Pop in the comments what you're thinking. I'd like to know. And I think we'll be back next episode with either 9 with these, or episode 1 with the new team, be it Santa Clara or a different team. I'm not 100% sure. But should we come back, I might look at coming back for the game against Morents for the next cup game, or I might actually show you a league game this season. That'll be a treat, wouldn't it? We're only in November and I haven't shown you a league game yet. You can come back for the next episode. That'll be a treat. Scoot yourself over here. I've done it wrong. Over there. And there'll be some more little content from myself on screen. Thank you very much for watching.